Exclusive! Tottenham learned Bayern Munich's stance on Harry Kane transfer this summer. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham Hotspur have just learned whether they have a realistic chance of re-signing Harry Kane in the summer after a fresh report revealed what Bayern Munich and the centre-forward are planning to do ahead of the summer transfer window. It first emerged at the start of February that Harry Kane's contract at Bayern has an exit clause of £54 million, which can be activated this summer. Reports over the recent weeks have claimed that Spurs have not ruled out the possibility of making a shock move to bring Kane back to N17. Give Me Sport have now also confirmed that Tottenham Hotspur and Man Utd are both eyeing a move for England's all-time leading goalscorer after the news about his release clause became public. However, the outlet claims that neither club will be successful in attracting the 31-year-old back to the Premier League this summer. The player is expected to remain at the Allianz Arena, with Bayern seeing him as a key part of their plans going forward. The centre-forward is said to be happy both on and off the pitch in Bavaria, and Vincent Kompany plans to keep him at the club and supplement his squad with ever more firepower in the summer as the Bundesliga giants go in search of big trophies. Harry Kane's stance on Premier League return amid Tottenham links. The report goes on to explain that Kane is open to returning to England before the end of his career, with the striker having some unfinished business in the Premier League. However, it is revealed that the former Tottenham man is not planning to rush into that decision, and the likes of Spurs and Man Utd will thus likely have to turn to other forwards this summer. The publication also points out that Kane is currently on a £400,000 per week contract at Bayern, and offering him a pay package that would turn his head would be a big obstacle for Premier League sides. Fabio Paratici'S played a key role in shaping Tottenham's squad, but with AC Milan now circling, should Spurs consider bringing him back? Gone are the days when football managers had full control over player recruitment. The modern game has evolved, and with it, the role of the sporting director has become pivotal. These figures are now at the heart of squad-building decisions, their names often surfacing when a club's recruitment strategy is spot on. Think Manchester City's Txiki Begiristain and Liverpool's Michael Edwards, key architects of their respective clubs' transformations. For Tottenham, one name stands out: Fabio Paratici'S. The Italian was instrumental in bringing several of Spurs' key players to the club, shaping the squad with his extensive network and recruitment nous. However, Paratici'S stepped down from his role at Spurs in April 2023, following his conviction for financial malpractice in Italy. His departure left a significant void, one that the club has since filled. Johan Lange has taken up the mantle, leading Tottenham's recruitment drive with a focus on young talents. Archie Gray, Bergvall, Mathys Tel and Antonin Kinsky have all arrived under Lange's watch, reflecting a shift in strategy towards securing high-potential prospects. Despite resigning, Paratici'S has maintained ties with Tottenham, but that connection could soon be severed, with AC Milan reportedly keen on securing the ex-Tottenham director's services. Spurs fans remain divided. Some Tottenham fans would welcome their former sporting director back, recognising his influence in previous transfer windows. Others are indifferent, more concerned with the direction of the club rather than the individual in charge of recruitment. Paratici'S extensive contacts, particularly in Italy, gave Spurs a pipeline into Serie A talent. Many of those signings remain key figures for the club, an edge he holds over Lange. Recruitment is also about persuasion. A director must convince players of the club's vision, ensuring top targets buy into the project. Ultimately, a sporting director's success hinges on the backing of the board. Without it, even the best in the business will struggle. Spurs now face a decision. Paratici'S has credit in the bank. The club has to get their preferred main man and plan the rebuild of the squad with him at the helm. Tottenham Hotspur could trump top-flight rivals Manchester United and Manchester City in their pursuit of sporting attacker Francisco Trincao in the summer transfer window, according to reports, with Ange Postecoglou thought to be monitoring the progress of the attacker who has been called absolute magic in the past. Trincao has had an odd career path so far, having burst onto the scene at Braga before securing a move to Barcelona. However, he wasn't fully trusted in Catalonia with just 3 goals in 42 appearances, moving on loan for an equally unsuccessful loan spell to Wolverhampton Wanderers. and it's only from there that he's found his feet at Sporting. But Trincao could make his way back to England with Tottenham set to make their interest known in his interest. The report by TBR Football states that Tottenham have been watching Trincao for 18 months, as they look to prepare a bid for his signature. English teams will have been aware of Trincao in the Champions League this season, with City feeling his wrath in their 4-1 loss in Lisbon in early November, and as a result, Tottenham have sent scouts to watch the former Premier League man. United boss Ruben Amorim's keenness on the star will also be a positive sign for Spurs, given that he has had enough time to gauge the level of the Premier League after his move to the Red Devils. With just 1 year left on his contract at the age of 25, Trincao represents an interesting option for the Premier League strugglers to pursue under Postecoglou, who is thought to be keen on the former Wolves star. Trincao managed 23 goals and 27 assists under Amorim, and an exit from the Primera Liga is far from confirmed, yet Sporting want him to sign a new contract, and that is unlikely at present. James Maddison and Dejan Kulusevski are the best options to fill in centrally behind the striker at present, but Brennan Johnson doesn't have anyone to cover for him if Kulusevski is used centrally, and although Spurs have a plethora of left-sided options at the club, Trincao would add quality and depth to their attack in a bid to turn their poor form around. A group of Tottenham fans have announced plans for yet another protest against the club's owners at the start of April, which will be the third different protest that they have conducted this season as they aim to turn up the pressure on Daniel Levy. The relationship between the Spurs fan base and the owners was not great at the best of times, but this season the chasm has grown, with the supporters' frustration reaching a boiling point. Back in December, Tottenham fans organised a protest against the club's ownership structure, and the pressure has since been ratcheted up even further. Thousands of Spurs fans marched in protest in February ahead of the clash against Man United, with the supporters calling for Daniel Levy and ENIC to leave the club. The fan group, Change for Tottenham, have now announced plans for yet another protest at the start of April, and have called on all Spurs fans to participate. The protest has been planned for April 6th, the day of Tottenham's Premier League clash against Southampton. They will start at the crossroads of Lordship Lane, Tottenham High Road, and march until the West Stand. Change for Tottenham confirmed that they will be selling flags, with the proceeds going to charity. They have asked match-going fans to wave the flags and scarves at the designated minutes of the game. These fan protests are not going to force Levy or ENIC out of the club, as they will only sell if they feel their valuation of the club has been met. However, that does not mean that protests like these do not have any benefit, as they help keep up the pressure on Levy and the Tottenham board. The Spurs hierarchy will know exactly what their reputation is among the Spurs fan base, and would be wary of backlash if they are not seen as sufficiently backing their manager in the transfer market. That's it for today's update. If you like the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!